Chapter 4 MS Access Query Forms and Report. Concept note: in Microsoft Access, query forms and reports are powerful tools that serve different purposes in database management. Learning outcomes: children will be able to understand the importance of query forms and reports in database, learn how to create query forms and reports. Neha: hey Tia, have you heard about queries, forms and reports in the context of databases? Tia: yeah, I have heard those terms before, but I'm not entirely sure what they mean. Can you explain? Neha: of course, these are essential components in database management. Queries are like questions you ask the database to retrieve specific information. They help you filter and sort data based on your criteria. Forms are like user-friendly interfaces that allow you to input and view data in a structured way. And finally, reports are like organized presentations of data. Neha: you got it. Queries, forms, and reports together make managing and using databases more efficient and user-friendly. Tia: thanks for explaining, Neha. It's much clearer now. Queries are used to retrieve specific data from one or more tables in your database. They allow you to filter and sort records based on certain criteria. Forms provide a user-friendly way to input and edit data into your database. They are especially useful when you want to ensure data accuracy and consistency. Reports are used to present data in a structured and visually appealing format. They are ideal for creating printed or electronic documents that summarize and communicate data effectively. Query: a query is a way to create a list of entries that meet a set of criteria you define. Queries serve as an advanced search engine that finds and groups entries and can only create a list. We use a query to view, change, and analyze data of a table in different ways. They are used to retrieve information from a table or group of tables according to a specific criterion. The results displayed by the query are also a source of records for forms and reports. Suppose you have a database table of employee detail and you want to view the details of the employees whose basic salary is between $20,000 and $25,000. In this case, you can create a query. The query window is divided into two parts: design area and design grid. Design area shows tables, fields, or subqueries that you may want to use in the query. Design grid is the below pane that contains the columns in which the user can set up the fields. Let's see how a query is created. Creating a query. Design view can be used manually to create a selected query. When you use design view, you have more control over the details of the query design. To begin creating a query, follow the given steps. Click on Create tab. Click on Query Design option to open the Show Table dialog box. Click on a table to use in the query. Click on Add button to add the table to your query. A box will appear in the Select Query window, displaying the fields for the table you selected. Repeat steps 3 and 4 for each table you want to use in your query. Click on the Close button to hide the Show Table dialog box. Tech Corner. If you add a table accidentally to the query and want to delete it, click on the table and then press on the Delete key. Double-click with the left mouse button on a field to include in a query. Repeat step 7 for each field to include in the query. Running a query. Once you create a query, you have to run it to get the desired result. You should click on the Run button in the database toolbar to achieve your purpose. The set of records that makes up the answer will be displayed in Datasheet view. Though it might look like a table stored in your disk, it is not actually so. The data stored in the existing table is used to construct the records. If you were to change the data in the employee detail table and then return the same query, the results would reflect the changes. To run a query, follow the given steps. Click on the Run option in the Results group from Design tab to run the query. In the data sheet, view the names of the field included in the query is displayed. Saving a query. To save a query, follow the given steps. Press Ctrl+S from keyboard. The Save As dialog box will appear. Type a name for your query. Click on OK button. The query will be saved. After viewing the results of the query, click on Close button X to close the query and return to the database window. Forms. A form is a database object that is used to create a user-friendly interface for entering, viewing, and editing data in a database, table, or query. Forms allow users to interact with the database by providing a structured and visually appealing way to input and retrieve information. In Access, a form can be viewed in three ways. Form view to insert, edit, and view the data. Design view to design a form. Layout view to change the size and appearance of the objects in the form. Creating a form. To create a form, follow the given steps. Select the table from the navigation pane and click on the Create tab. Click on Form in the Forms group. A new form is created. To edit or enter data in a form, click on the Home tab and click on Form View. You can see the different records in a table by using the Record navigation bar to move between the records. Saving a form. Follow the given steps to save a form. Click on the Save button from the Quick Access toolbar. Click on the OK button. Report. A report is used to organize and summarize data for online viewing or for printing. Reports can be created at any time and it is prepared using the current updated data in the database. Reports enable the user to analyze the result in a printed format. Creating simple report using Report option. You can use Report tool to create a simple report. The report displays all the fields from the underlying table. To create a simple report using Report tool, follow the given steps. Click on the table or query on which the report needs to be based from the navigation pane. Click on the Create tab. Click on Report option present in Reports group. MS Access builds the report and displays in the Layout view. Once you finish viewing the report, you can save it and then close both the report and the underlying table or query that you used as a record source. Flashback. Query is used to view, change, and analyze data of a table in different ways. To create a selected query, Design view is used. Run option is used to run a query. A query does not store data, it just retrieves data that is stored in tables. A form is a database object that is used to create a user-friendly interface for entering, viewing, and editing data in a database table or query. A report is used for organizing and summarizing data for online viewing or for printing. You can create simple report by using Report option.